The Disney Channel film known as High School Musical eventually became such a big success when it was released 20 years ago. And just a year and a half after that, the East High School gang came back in a new film. And let me tell you, I really did enjoy it. So prepare yourselves, because here's a re review of High School Musical 2. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a re-review of the 2007 made-for-TV musical flick High School Musical 2 from Disney Channel. Once again, directed by Kenny Ortega, with story written by Pierre Barsaccini. This is actually the sequel to the 2006 film of High School Musical and the 70th Disney Channel original movie ever to come out. Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale, Lucas Grabeel, Corbin Bleu, and Monique Coleman all return, plus some of the others. And this time it takes place sometime after the events of the first film, as Troy, Gabriella, and the Wildcats find summer jobs at a country club, but tensions rise when Sharpay recruits Troy for a talent show performance. The film made its premiere on Disney Channel August 17th, and well, this is what got me into it a little more after finally taking the time to watch its predecessor. And apparently, this did even better and what have you than its predecessor, and apparently, the soundtrack enjoyed widespread success as well. And, well, it got positive reviews from critics and audiences, which may consider it as an improvement over the first one. Before I go into this re-review, if you did not see my re-review of that first one, I would gratefully appreciate you go check it out before going into this one. By checking out, because I went to a lot of trouble to do that for its anniversary, you know. Seriously. Okay, that ought to do it. Okay, on with the story. On the last day of school, the students of East High look forward to summer vacation as we start with the first song. What time is it? Wildcats captain Troy Bolton, still dating Gabriela Montez, following their lead roles in the school's winter musical, is desperately looking for a summer job to help pay for college. Sharpay Evans, still bitter about the musical's outcome and hoping to get Troy for herself, directs Mr. Fulton, the manager of our family's country club, Lava Springs, to hire him. Troy accepts on the condition that the club hires Gabrielle and their other friends as well. Well, Sharpay's enjoyment of the country club, which leads into the ever popular cool song The Fabulous, is cut short upon learning that Gabrielle is working as one of the lifeguards. Unable to get her fired, she orders Fulton to drive the Wildcats out by making the work miserable. Troy rebuilds their confidence and convinces them that they can preserve. Going into the song Work This Out, which that's their cool song. Despite Chad's initial objections, later that day, Troy and Gabrielle picnic on the golf course, but a jealous Sharpay has turned the sprinklers on, but fails to ruin their romantic moment. Troy and Gabrielle's composer friend, Kelsey Nielsen, writes a song called You Are the Music in Me, which let me tell you is a much amazing song. A very good mellowed out tune. For them to sing at the club's upcoming talent show. Sharpay, hoping to get Troy to stay with her, arranges for him to be her father's caddy and eat dinner with their family, forcing him to be late to a date with Gabriella. Troy feels uncomfortable about being served by his friends, but his father and basketball coach advises him to make the most of the opportunities he's being given, as they may lead to an athletic scholarship. Troy is further promoted, granted access to the club's facilities, and given the chance to play with the University of Albuquerque basketball team. and reluctantly accepts Sharpay's invitation to sing in the talent show. Gabrielle's best friend Taylor warns her that Troy may not be able to resist the temptation of his dream future. Meanwhile, Sharpay's brother and singing partner Ryan becomes upset when Sharpay cuts him out of the act. And Gabrielle invites him to a staff baseball game where he persuades the Wildcats to take part in the talent show, leading to the song I Don't Dance. Now I'm going to the final act in the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You've got 5 seconds to stop this video at once. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below as I count down now. If you've seen this movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Meanwhile, Sharpay forces Kelsey to rearrange You Are the Music in Me into an up-tempo number, which she and Troy rehearse. Yes, which turns out to be, oh boy. Seeing the staff members rehearse their numbers, Yoris Fulton to ban all junior staff members from the talent show. Gabriella confronts Sharpay about her manipulation, quits, and leaves Troy, going into the song Gotta Go My Own Way. The other Wildcats are furious with Troy for his callous treatment, and he resolves to make things right as we go into the song Bet on It. Troy gets his old job on, well, but again back, barring him from singing in the talent show unless Sharpay lifts the restriction, which she reluctantly does. Ryan gives Troy a new song to learn moments before the show, Every Day, which he sings with Gabrielle as Wildcats join them on stage. Sharpay presents Ryan with the award for the talent show. The Wildcats go to the golf course to enjoy the fireworks. Going to a reprise of You Are the Music in Me. Troy and Gabriella finally successfully kiss, and everyone at Lava Springs celebrates the end of summer with a pool party the next day, going into the song All for One. End of story. For reals, these people. hmm So, what did I think of High School Musical 2? Well, I actually liked this just a tiny bit more over the first one because, well, for certain reasons, because I really liked it after I finally gave the first one a chance. I decided to go ahead and check this one out, see if I could enjoy it. And you know what? I did like it. It was very superb. It was awesome. It was pretty darn funny, and like I say, it got good music and what have you. Apparently, when it was broadcast, it broke records, receiving 17.2 million viewers. This number made it at the time the most watched basic cable telecast in history, which, of course, the previous record was held by an edition of ESPN's Monday Night Football between the Giants and the Cowboys in October of the previous year, which attracted 16 million viewers, and also the most watched made-for-cable movie ever, which was held recently held by TNT's 2001 airing of Crossfire Trail. And the largest audience of any program on broadcast or cable in the 2007 summer television season, along with Friday nights for the past 5 years. Incredible, huh? Yeah. After the film's premiere, a preview of a new show that has probably become a favorite of all sorts of Disney Channel fanatics, the animated series known as Phineas and Ferb aired, which Tisdale lent her voice to, considering after she was Splitsville from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which would come back later on as, well, in a new series called The Sweet Life on Deck. Actually, that same year, Tisdale also released her debut album on Warner Brothers Records called Headstrong, which eventually made the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. Its reviews were very superb, much more higher than the first one. Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 83%, much higher than the 66% its predecessor had. Saying surprisingly better than its predecessor, the film returns to enchant young, well, I'd rather say youngsters and teens with snappy songs, wicked dance moves, and peppy spirit. I couldn't agree more. Metacritic has assigned the film with a score of 72. USA Today's Robert Bianco awarded the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying the film was sweet, smart, bursting with talent and energy, and awash in innocence. While critics enjoyed the film, they noted that the timing of the movie's premiere seemed odd, premiering just when school was about to start up again, while the movie's plot involved a gang going on summer vacation. The film won the special So Hot Right Now award at the Kids' Choice Awards in Australia that year. Yep, incredible, huh? Yeah. But anyway, I have to say that High School Musical 2 really pulled up all sorts of big, fast moves. The soundtrack album debuted at number one on the Billboard 200, going gold in only its first week. Very fast, in my view. And it was the first soundtrack of a TV movie to ever debut at the top of the Billboard chart. Anyway, now the album went on to sell 6 million copies worldwide, which included nearly 3 million copies here in the US alone. It later won the favorite soundtrack album at the American Music Awards. So, anywho, I must admit, the songs in this are really good. I mean, I liked all the songs. What Time Is It? Fabulous is a good song. Work This Out. It's good. Oh, it was all good. Well, I will say that it does have a little Hawaiian style type song on here, which Tisdale and Grabeel did as a bonus track. I can't really say it though, but it's oh boy. But anyway, but I but even so, High School Musical 2 proved to nail it with its great songs. Its great choreography, which of course Kenny Ortega once again took part of doing, ended up being good as well. Ortega also co-produced the film with Bill Borden. David Lawrence did the film's score. What Time Is It was the soundtrack's lead single, and it reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. For the cast, we have most of the cast back as before. We have Zac Efron once again back as Troy. Now, for this movie, Efron did all of his own singing, whereas in the first film, his singing was blended with singer Drew Steely's voice, which I failed to have noticed until I saw my good friend Robbie Parker. If you haven't checked out his review of High School Musical, check him out. Because I recently did a collab with him on the first film. So I'll let you know. But I'm gonna say Efron nails it. He does an exceptionally good job in one. You see, the reason is his voice. I think, according to Robbie, he said his voice was kind of like crackly or what have you. So that's why Drew Steely took over for some of the singing. But now I think I understand. Anyway, Vanessa Hudgens is back as Gabrielle, and again, superb. Ashley Tisdale as Sharpay, still good as before. Still a queen bee, but still a yeah. uh, Lucas Grabeel once again, gray as Ryan. I liked him. Corbin Bleu, still gray as Chad, and Monique Coleman as Taylor. Let's see. Now, of course, we have Allison Reed returning as Miss Darvish just for a little bit. Alessia Rollins back as Kelsey. She's good. Chris Warren Jr. as Zeke. Ryan Sanborn as Jason. Casey Stroh as Martha. Yeah, various other students. But I gotta say, they're all pretty good. Now, if you watch if you watch closely, you'll actually even get to see a cameo by a certain Miley Cyrus. Yes, just a year after Hannah Montana actually became such a big hit for the network the previous year, which that was months after the success of the first film, you know. But anyway, for others, we have oh yeah, we have Bart Johnson back as Coach Jack Bolton, Troy's father. We have Robert Curtis Brown as Vance Evans, Sharpay and Ryan's father, while Jessica Tuck plays the duo's mother, Darby. And then Thomas Fulton, the manager of the Lava Springs Country Club, is Markel Taylor, who I think I've seen this man before. I'm almost sure of it. Uh huh, yep, just as I thought. Yes. Mm-hmm. I thought the guy looked familiar. I've seen him on numerous shows and in movies. He, of course, had appeared in movies like Any Which Way You Can, which I am going to be reviewing that soon. He was also in Inner Space, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Arachnophobia, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Well, this was actually the next film of the Disney Channel original film he took part of. He had recently appeared in Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off a few years before this. I also seem to recall he had also lent his voice to cartoons where he voiced Firestorm in the final two installments of the Super Friends franchise and Jimmy Olsen in Ruby Spears' Superman as well. Oh, the list goes on and on for this guy. I thought he looked familiar. Just couldn't put my finger on it. But anyway, even so, with its great cast, great music, great characters, etc., 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 you can't go wrong with High School Musical 2. It's a great film, and I like it. Would I recommend it? I would say definitely yes. Go for it. If you like the first film, you're gonna love the second one. A year later, the Wildcats gang returned in High School Musical 3 senior year. However, unlike this and its predecessor, it was released in theaters, which I will be talking about in the next video. So what did you think of High School Musical 2? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. And stay tuned for my review of my re-review, of High School Musical 3 senior year coming up. So if you like this, check out my reviews for the other sequels, and I'll give you ones for the two films I suggested for in the my re-review of the first one. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Disney's Descendants 2 from 2017. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Xenon, the sequel, which it's pretty good. Or if you would like maybe another musical that, well, I know this isn't one of the greats, and it's not quite as good as its predecessor, though. What the hey? Check out my review of Grease 2 from 1981, or was it 82, in the bottom left-hand corner. In the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.